Thank you for joining us on the train about politics. We talk about sports, we talk about health, we talk about entertainment. Any trending news we got you covered.
Back. Go now, go. God will send you divine blessing.
Representative in Amak Buhari. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
You're welcome on the show.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Fine. Fine. Pushing.
Okay, so our conversation this evening will be based on women and youth in politics towards 2023 election. So, ma'am, in Nigeria, we have only 4 women as deputy female governors. And I could remember when the women are asking for inclusion in Nigeria politics, and it seems that right now that fire is going down. So what do you think that women can do rather in order to keep this fire burning?
That's a whole lot, but I'll use my own experience as an instance, because over time, what I saw in the first election, which I ran, because earlier this year I ran for the seat of councillor, and then I was the only woman who ran the election. So what we see that is that we have generations whereby some participate as mobilizers and influencers. Another generation of those women do not participate at all. And these ones who actually influences, act as mobilizers, are actually the older generation. So now we see that there's a breach, there's a gap between those older generation and the younger generation. And this younger generation actually have moms who are actually leaders in various places, in churches, in the religious organization, in NGOs, having frontiers. But are they actually passing this mindset or this ability to take the bold step and go for office to their young children? I keep saying it that myself, as an example, I'm actually influenced greatly by my mom, who is not even a politician. But what she does in the place of is mentorship, grooming, advice and guardianship, and then encouragement, because she's someone who believes that as a woman, irrespective of you contributing to the home, being a manager, a caregiver, you can also bring something to impact your world. You can also bring your skills. In fact, she was one that encouraged me to go back and study law, because law is actually my second degree. So now I'm giving an instance whereby women should be seen as influencers. If they're not doing this thing, if they're not passing the baton rightly to the next generation, there's going to be this gap. We'll have women, young people, I'm just 28, so we'll have young women who are actually not having the boldness to go and talk, to research, to commit to a cause. A lot of people are just okay, my mom say, my dad say I should go get money, I should go get married. So the mindset is already there. Who is planting or changing this perspective in their minds? And their parents they said, the Bible says, train up a child in the way you should go. So if you're not training your child in a particular way, you've taught that child, okay, politics is not for a young woman, politics is not for a woman, politics is not for a wife. So go sit at home, take care of your kids. But you can actually play your role in that home, encouraging your youth as kids, telling them, okay, when you go into politics, when you're having intelligent conversation, do not be part of the talks. Have constructive criticism or engage in constructive engagement, whereby you're asking the right questions. Do you know, at a point in time in Abuja FCT, we are still faced with people not knowing when and what actually goes on election day. So I go as far as much as after I tell the people the manifesto, I actually educate them that on the election day we have 3 boxes, one for the president, the Senate, and the House of Reps. They do not know this. So irrespective of the fact that we are asking for inclusion, we have to take more steps. We have to take steps backward, research, develop our skills, develop our home. What are we doing wrongly? Are we as women pushing each other down or seeing ourselves as competitors? Because at the end of the day, the men actually help themselves. They raise up their hands. They actually fund them. They actually give them. So even if you're not funding a woman, because we already know women are disadvantaged when it comes to, so most women are actually disadvantaged when it comes to the economic factor. So you can actually give your support by actually helping her up or molding her. So she may not be too perfect, but you can help her and groom her thoughts. Okay, as an organization, this is what you should do. Present your speech in this manner. Tell the people what they should. You're not you're not lying to them, but you're guiding her. You're teaching her how to do politics. You're mentoring.
You know, would I say I was devastated or not really happy the time the APC woman that came out as the president. So when she came out to speak, everybody was listening to her to see what she has to bring on the table. And later we heard, oh, let me step down for my daddy. So everybody was disappointed, so to say, because we were expecting her that, okay, we all are asking for inclusion in Nigerian politics. And now that's an opportunity for you to shine and stand your ground as a woman and speak. Now you're stepping down for your daddy, and yet we are asking for inclusion. Okay, now this brings me to the next question. What would you do different if elected as a House of Representatives?
Oh yes, there's so much to be done. First and foremost, we have gone far to sensitize the people. Now, what I've actually done by sensitizing the people, which was not done before. So when I go to a place, I now do not just talk about manifestos or what we want to do. We actually educate them about politics in Nigeria.
Okay.
So that's one. Now the people there's a whole lot of stakes on me. The youth are already seeing a face to their needs. The women are already seeing a face to their need. The aged are already seeing a face whereby they see me as an example that their children want to emulate. And then those things that they did wrongly, they want to correct. Because, we've actually followed those guidelines, gone to school, prepare yourself well, be focused, and now you're here. You're now like a public figure. So what we've been able to do is sensitize, that's one, which we've done better than those in the past.
Okay.
With the boldness and courage, that's why I said this road is less traveled, and we're ready to take that step.
I love the fact that you are a youth. You just made mention that you're 28 and the zeal is there.
Exactly.
And this will encourage all the youths to come out in mass and do the needful.
Yes.
So last week or last 2 weeks, we heard the US and the UK gave an information on terror attacking FCT. So if elected, what would you do to curb insecurity in the country? Because that's a major challenge we're facing.
Yes. Over time, it's often said that the House of Representatives of the Legislative House is actually to serve as an oversight functions over the executive. Now, if there are insecurity issues which are within the purview of the executives, so now the IG is appointed by the president and all that. So it's your duty, being a spokesperson, being an advocate, being a representative of your people, to liaise with these organizations. So where there is a high rate of insecurity, you do not just sit down and watch. You actually go, how can you engage this security personnel, the paramilitary, the various security angles, and then see how you can actually chart a course. How? Writing of letters. We don't have people who actually stand up for something. They are either docile, they know the people will not bother, the people are only interested in how much, come and pay my children's school fees, come and give us job. Those little things, but those other things that matters are things that you do for the collective good of man. And then liaising with the security agencies, in fact, it will make a whole lot of difference. And before you know, they want to spring up to action because you're in a place of influence.
Okay, so what will you say to the youth who has given up in the government?
I'm so happy at this point in time we have youths who are actually coming together. In fact, the one that made me so excited was the fact that they went to go get PVCs. They went to go and register. So now it's like, go and collect those PVCs. It will count. We cannot remain docile, because remaining docile, you are aiding the bad. But when you are standing up, imagine we have 1 million people like me speaking, talking. I keep saying it. So come to 2026, I would like to see young women, youths, people with visions, people with courage, people with good and clean, people with integrity come on board. So I'm appealing to the youth, do not give up. You give up and the country dies. But when you actually stand for something, continuously push. Even Rome was not built in a day. We have to continuously push, and hopefully we'll get there. Nigeria was not this way some years ago. So we've grown. Even if we're not where we want to be, but there are some certain things that have taken shape. At least as a woman today, I can't imagine that some years back, a 28-year-old would want to run for the House of Rep. We have Not Young to Run Act. which has given me the opportunities today.
Yeah.
So there's progress and we must not give up. We have not gotten there, but we all must come on board, not giving up, be patriotic, having that selfless mind towards nation. Wherever you jack back to, you will always return home.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm happy that you're vocal, you're spoken, and I hope that when elected, you will not just be one of the bench warmers that will just sit down there and wait for the salary to come while the masses are really facing the difficulties in the country.
We just pray that the people will continue to be open to learning, because what I've seen is that we've not had enough of sensitization. We want a people that when you go to them and tell them this is how we want to get things done, they will even have the mental capacity to understand you. But when you're talking to people that don't understand, what they're saying is, how much do you have? Where's your money? Where is the car you're driving? Oh, she's not even driving big cars. They will put you see those pressures.
Yeah.
But when we have a people that will continuously look up to us and ask us questions, definitely will be there. And funny enough, I look at politics, my politics, the scheme of things, or the way I even came to politics is not even usual way. I didn't go for politics, politics found me.
Oh, wow.
My story is very unique, but that will be another day. So what we'll do is that I have a profession, and that's a legal profession, which I had to go 4 years in linguistics, and then come back, stay 6 more years. I had to study law for 6 years. That's 5 years in the undergraduate and 1 year in the law school. So it was more of like I wanted to make an impact, but I necessarily did not see politics as it. So we have something we're doing. There's a profession that in fact, that's my career. I say politics is not my career. When you have something to I find love in advocacy. Yes.
Honestly, I wish we had more time for you to really express yourself more, but unfortunately, this is where we'll be wrapping it up. Yeah, so been speaking to Barrister Juliet Isi Ikhayere, and she's vying for the House of Representatives. Worry Underwood Party
ADC.
Yes. So as a youth, just like she said, I am happy that the youth came out in mass to get their PVC, and don't forget, come 2023, make sure you vote wisely, vote for accountability, vote for transparency. Don't vote because of ethnicism or because of religion. Just try as much as you can and vote for the person that you know that will push this country forward. This is well wrapped it up on today's Strength. My name is Toby Gatwe, and thank you for joining us on the show, and we pray you join us next time.
Thank you.
It's bye for now. Thank you for joining us on the Trains of the RTV, the home of talk and entertainment.
About the fact that having lost his belt,
the NFF really needs.
Thank you for joining us on the Train